All right, guys, Jake with J&K Tackle, and as you can see, the sun is just starting to crest over the top of the hills. We're at Lucky Peak today in freezing fog, and we're in a much nicer, larger boat than what I'd normally be in. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to Bryan, who's been working with me, apprenticing on the painting and getting the Dodgers bent and taped. He's been doing a great job, been able to put me ahead of schedule, hoping that this season will be a little bit more stocked, but today we got to get out and do some testing. One of the things we're going to be testing is aluminum. Dodgers that are made out of aluminum. Now, these aluminum Dodgers are incredibly light, so I have very low hopes that they're actually going to function properly, but we're going to check and see. I'll show you those a little bit later. I've also got to test some spilt melt stuff. That's top secret. Can't show you that stuff, but I do need to get it in the water today, make sure that it's functional, because some of the paint schemes, particularly on one of them, needs to be tested to make sure that the way that I put it together is going to function properly and not fail. Another one that we're going to be working on today is the brass, most expensive Dodger in the world. We're going to get that in the water too and make sure that since I polished the wings that there's still a good connection with the UV coating. And if there isn't, we'll find out pretty quickly. It'll probably peel up if that were the case, and then I can switch up how I'm doing those. But that's what we're doing today. We will film some fishing, and I'll introduce you guys to Bryan here in a little bit. But for now, we're going to enjoy some of this cold weather. All right, so these are the aluminum chub and aluminum MK3s that we're going to be running today. You can see we kind of got them marked on the back. We didn't really polish them up too much. But these are super light, probably a quarter of the weight of a chub. These are probably in the 0.3 ounce range. And painted by Bryan, who's the newest member of J&K Tackle. He's letting us borrow his boat today too, which I appreciate.
You're welcome.
All right, so here's an example of one of the aluminum Dodgers that was painted up by Bryan. And he did a wonderful job on this. The coating on it looks really good. The paint job on top of that tape looks really good. The MK3 also looks excellent. The backs aren't super polished up on these, and we're going to be running some new squids. We got Kevin's brand new split orange and chartreuse, and then on this chub I'm going to put the purple and the pink split. And Bryan, you ready to go?
Yep, let's go.
Let's do this. All right, so here's the aluminum MK3 at 1.2 with a micro on the end of it. I'm pretty happy with the shake.
That's actually 1.3.
All right, so we're going again about 1.3. I'm gonna drop the rod tip down. These Dodgers are gonna skate. So if I end up doing these, we're gonna have to put weight on them. You can see the action on the chub is actually kind of dead. It's not looking too good. I'm gonna say that the chub is probably a dead. Yeah, 5 seconds in and we got a big bite. What you running on that one, Bryan?
Dark Star.
Dark Star. That's one you guys haven't seen yet. That's the one that Bryan's been working on. Hey, look at that. Bryan's skating.
Yep,
got a fish on. Definitely got a fish on.
Within less than 3 minutes.
Dark Star's on, baby.
Oh, that's great. I think it's a rainbow.
Bring it over. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like we caught us a little rainbow. All right, that was caught on, looks like pink micro and Dark Star. And pink micro. All right, we'll probably let this guy go. Nice job. Man, that went off, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
I highly doubt that it's still on there. I took too long getting to the rod. But that was a massive hit. And that was on the aluminum MK3 at 55 out with a 1 ounce weight on at 13 for 15 feet. I think he's gone, but.
He was stripping some line.
Yeah. That's a good debut for aluminum MK3, I guess. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. That's okay. Let's take a look at that action again. I don't know. I think it's. Can you see it back there?
It looks good.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Awesome. This fog is intense. Sun's starting to come up, so it's warming up a little bit, but you can see that we're gonna have to make a little bit of an evasive maneuver here. Bryan, what are you running?
I've got the Dark Star on the back left corner, and then I have another new prototype on the back other corner that
you painted up?
I painted up. Yeah.
Nice. And that's another chub?
Yep.
All right, so we got 2 chubs running on the back so far. We've got Dark Star with 1 trout, and we've got the MK3 aluminum with a massive strike. So while we're waiting for a couple of bites, let's talk a little bit about our squids here. So this is that orange and chartreuse, along with an orange and chartreuse micro that I'm going to run a little bit later today, probably with the copper or the brass dodgers. And the hooks I have set on those are the Owner Mosquito in red. And then the ones on the micro that I'm running are the Owner Mosquito lights. I really like the lights with the micros. They're super narrow. I would say that the gauge of line that you tie these hooks with, if you get the 3-pack blanks, 12 fluorocarbon is what we run on everything. That's probably about the max you can do on that. I think a 10 or an 8 would be easier to wrap. Same thing over here with the black licorice, and we've got gold, which might actually come out too. Got that kind of paired up with something white and bright above it, and those are on those Owner Mosquitoes. Bryan's running the original sets that we usually do with the number 1 and the number 2. These are all number 2s, and I did that today because I figured this early in the season, being winter, we'd probably have a better shot with the smaller hooks, with the top hook set, with the fish being probably smaller. We moved upriver. The inversion layer started to push in and got way too cold. I'm switching out the aluminum. It did well on its test for the MK3. The chub, not so much. It's just too wide for it, being that light. And we're going to switch over to the bullet brass chub that I painted a couple months ago. That's going to be backed up with one of Kevin's micro split 50-50. That's a chartreuse and orange with some flake on the chartreuse side. I hit those with a little bit of the black light, and we'll take a look at it in the water here. The most expensive dodger in the world. Good action, and it's got good flash. I really like that brass flash. And we'll give it a run today and see how it does. All right, next up I'm going to switch out the spilt melt. I just needed to run that tape, make sure it looked good, and didn't have any issues, and it didn't. So we're going to switch it up to the MK3. I repainted another one that I did the video of just the other day of Dana's Kokanee look-alike. And I want to get one in the water and see how it does. I simplified the paint job a little bit. I'm going to have Kevin's half and half purple and pink, and a couple maggots on there, and see if I can maybe mass produce this one. I really like how it looks. Give it a fish today. You on?
I think so.
Hey, cool. I'll be on my line.
It's a kokanee.
And we got a kokanee on a micro pink and on your Dark Star, not Death Star. All right, Dark Star, kokanee. That's about a 12-incher, huh? Maybe 13.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, that's not bad. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, just got a big strike on the Kokanee look-alike MK3. It's awesome. Got out about 70 feet top line with that pink and purple split that Kevin made. That Arctic blast is coming in, if you can see it behind me. This is pretty miserable. I don't know how much longer we're gonna last. What do you think? Well, it looks like
it's a big fish. I see.
Good size. Whoa, man,
nice.
Look at that rainbow. Holy moly. Look at the size of that sucker.
Nice.
It's like that's at least that's like 2 pounds right there. That's great. That's a good fish. Looks good. And then Kevin's pretty good set there. I like that. All right, I want to show you guys a little bit of this ice fog. You can see up on the edge over there, if I can zoom in enough. That is frost that is being laid down by this fog all over the place over there. We are just now getting into it. Well, needless to say, I think that's it for us for today. A couple of hours on the water. I got the tapes tested that I needed to get tested, but everything fogged in. I mean, it is ice fog still. The temperatures feel like they're in the 20s. And we were kind of hoping that this inversion layer would have stayed down a little bit lower and we could have enjoyed some sunshine up here and some 38-degree weather, but the inversion had other plans. Thanks for watching, guys, and Look forward to seeing you in the spring when it's a little bit warmer.